Hello students, welcome back to your computer class. In today's class, I am going to explain the next topic of your first chapter, that is types of memory in computers. Our computer, it has memory. The computer's memory, it is classified into two types. First one, primary memory, and second is secondary memory. Further, these primary memory and the secondary memory are classified into different parts. Here we have the flowchart of the computer's memory. You can observe here. Computer's memory, it is classified into two type, that is primary and secondary memory. Further, the primary memory, it is classified into RAM and ROM. Secondary memory, it is classified into hard disk, CD, DVD, pen drive and memory card. Now we'll begin with the primary memory. The primary memory, it is also known as the main memory or internal memory. See students, main memory, internal memory and primary memory, these all are same. Our computer cannot run without primary memory. Why our computer cannot run without primary memory? Because our primary memory, it holds the data and instruction on which the computer it is currently working. For example, if you are adding 1 plus 2, 1 and 2 are the data, plus is the instruction to the computer. So you are telling to computer to add. So this add addition symbol is the instruction to your computer. You are telling to your computer that to add the data 1 and 2. Okay, so these currently working data which are stored inside the primary memory. The data on the primary memory is directly available to the central processing unit. See students, the processing task, it is done by the CPU. So your data and instruction which is stored inside the primary memory, it is directly available to the CPU for processing. CPU, it reads the instructions stored in the primary memory and executes them as and when required. So your CPU, it reads the data and instruction. It reads your data and instruction and it processes. After processing, it executes. It gives the results when required. The primary memory can be divided into two parts. Your primary memory, it is divided into two parts. Those are RAM and ROM. The RAM, the full form of RAM is R means random, A means access, M is memory. The same way the ROM, R is read, O means only, M means memory. Read only memory, random access memory and read only memory. Now this is the first part, RAM. When we refer to the computer's primary memory, we are actually referring to RAM. RAM stands for random access memory. See, if we are working on computer's memory, that is the primary memory, that is nothing but we are working on RAM memory only. We are referring to the RAM memory only because RAM, it is the part of the primary memory. The full form is random access memory. Here we have the characteristics of RAM memory. The first one, RAM is read-write memory. The information can be written and read from RAM. RAM, it is primary memory as I already said. For example, this is the RAM memory. Here we have the information. For example, cat and data and instruction 1 plus 2. Okay, so read means what? You can able to read the data and instruction which is stored in your RAM memory. Okay, you can read. Write means what? Write means you can change, you can modify the data, the information which is stored in your RAM memory. For example, here we have 1 plus 2. You can make changes. I want here 3. You can do such changes. You can modify it. So this is nothing but write. So you can perform both operation, read and write operation on RAM memory. RAM holds the instructions and the data on which we are currently working. As I already said, for example, if you are adding the data 1 plus 2, these are stored inside your RAM. Example, when a computer starts, it loads the operating system into RAM. Once you switch on your computer, at that time, it loads your operating system into the RAM memory to work. When we are working on any program, for example, if you are working on paint program or paint application for drawing purpose, we are actually working on the program loaded in the RAM. So that is nothing but we are working on the program paint which is loaded in the RAM memory. The next characteristics. RAM is a volatile memory. It retains the stored information as long as the power is on. See students, very important. RAM is a volatile memory. Why we used to call RAM as a volatile memory? Because here there is a paint application and you have drawn sun. Okay, now this information, this painting, it retains stored as long as the power is on. Once suddenly the power goes off, it goes off, it erases, okay, your data, it erases. So this is known as volatile memory. Okay, once your power goes off, your data whatever you have worked, it erases, it goes off. So this is volatile memory. When the power supply is switched off, the stored information in the RAM is lost. It means it erases all the data, it is deleted once the power supply is switched off. Okay, for this purpose the RAM memory, it is known as volatile memory. The amount of RAM installed in a computer affects the number and size of programs that a system can run at the same time. For example, computer having higher RAM will be able to load multiple software application quickly. See, the amount of RAM installed on computer, which means the size, the capacity. Okay, if you have the higher capacity RAM in your computer, it works very fast. It loads the multiple software application quickly. Okay, you can open and work on paint application, you can work on calculator, you can work on, okay, Microsoft Word. So you can load so many program or software applications if you have the higher capacity RAM, because it makes to load multiple software applications very quickly, very fastly, so that you can work on multiple programs. So if you have higher level of RAM, okay. So this is all about RAM and the characteristics of RAM. ROM, the second part of your primary memory, that is ROM, and it stands for read. O means only, M means memory, read only memory. This ROM, it stores the permanent instruction required for proper functioning of the computer system. Okay, it stores the data permanently. The content on ROM is permanently recorded. See here, the content on ROM, it is permanently recorded at the time of manufacturing. Here we have the characteristics of ROM. On ROM, the pre-recorded data can only be read. You can see, only be read. Okay, you can read the data which is stored inside the ROM memory, but in RAM we used to read and write both. Okay, we had both the options, read and write. But here we can only read the data. We can't write the data on the ROM. Right, in the sense we can't modify the data which is stored inside the ROM. Next one. ROM is non-volatile memory as it retains the content even when the power is switched off. See students, very important. Non-volatile memory. RAM is RAM is volatile memory. Once the power goes off, it deletes all the data. But ROM is non-volatile memory. Once power goes off, it never deletes or erases the data. That is what it is, non-volatile. It retains the content even when the power is switched off. In many computers, ROM is used for storing a special software called BIOS. BIOS, it is basic input or output system. The full form of BIOS is basic input or output system. In many computers, the ROM memory is used for storing special softwares called BIOS. And what is the use of this software, the BIOS software? This software helps in the loading operating system when the computer is switched on. So BIOS software which makes your operating system to be loaded when the computer it is switched on. Okay, once you install the special software BIOS, it is stored inside the ROM. And why these softwares are useful? Because this software loads your operating system when your computer system it is switched on. Okay, so these are the characteristics of your ROM. Now here this is the exercise part for you students. I'll explain it. You just go through and write your answers and submit to me in the WhatsApp. See, put the following features under the correct column RAM and ROM. Here we have two columns, RAM and ROM. These are the features which belongs to both RAM and ROM. These are the characteristics. So you need to select a right characteristics or right feature for RAM and ROM. Then list here, write here and submit to me. Okay, volatile in nature. So which memory it is volatile in nature? And non-volatile in nature. Which memory is non-volatile in nature? Read-only memory. Which is the read-only memory? And contains BIOS for loading the operating system. For loading the operating system, the memory which contains the BIOS, basic input or output system. Okay, which is that memory? You need to write below. And read or write memory, which is that read or write memory? Okay, list here and submit to me students. This is the class for the day. Have a nice day.